Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you a little bit of how to get started for the painting techniques. First off, each table is responsible for getting their own supplies and setting up each day and then cleaning up their supplies at the end of the class period. You'll see in the slideshow that I've divided up the tables and that each spot has a job or a task to do, so be sure to refer back to that to see what your job is at your table. If not everybody at your table is ready to start, you may have to do some of these on your own. So some of the things that you're going to need are a paint palette. And this is going to be for mixing your paint. And you'll get one of these and share them with the person next to you for the techniques. You're going to use this to mix your paint. You want to just kind of keep this clean each day, so someone will wash it up. But the reason we're only getting one is the painting technique sheet isn't very large, so you can share it with someone and it'll save time cleaning up at the end. For the final project, each person will get their own palette or paper plate. You're also going to need some water, and I would say we have enough water jars that you and your table can share one or two. It's totally up to you how many you want to have. Don't fill it all the way full. You will probably need to change this out rather frequently. You'll need some paper towels for drying your brush. You can take a whole roll to your table if I have any and then just tear it off. You'll need an ice cube tray, which serves as my paint passer out. And you'll take the tinfoil off carefully. You'll see it's labeled with the table name. And once it's off, you're going to see just the primary and the secondary colors. We'll talk more as I go through the techniques, but try to keep your brushes clean when you go from color to color so that you do not mix and then you make mud and then everyone wants to get new paint. The last thing you're going to have are your brushes. So I have way more brushes up here because I just wanted to show you some different types. You will not need this many, and if there's ever where you are in need of a brush and it's not in your caddy, you can come back to the paint cart and grab it there. So most of the caddies are going to have these red and green brushes, and these are new, so I'm pretty excited about those. You're going to notice that there are different types of the way the brushes look, and they're not named with any crazy format. You'll be able to guess that out pretty easily. You have the rounds and you have the flats. The round brushes are of different sizes, as are the flats, and you'll use those in different areas, but these are great for outlining, doing little detail work, whereas these are good for filling in areas. So I often take a round brush and outline and then come back with one of my flat brushes. Of course, you can use them for other things. That's just how I usually start out, though. If you need a bigger flat brush, I have those on the cart. There are different types there. Another type of brush is called a filbert, and it has where it's kind of angled on both sides. This can be great for mixing or blending. Maybe you're doing a landscape and you want to brush in some of the sky a little bit more and blend it. There's also some angled brushes, and you can see how instead of being straight across like a flat, it's cut at an angle. So sometimes this is good just for getting a little more of a certain way that you would like it to be. You'll also find I have a few fan brushes. These are wonderful for adding textures like grass, some in your trees, leaves, other parts if you're doing a non-objective or abstract where you just want to create a texture. They work really well with dry brush, where you'll learn that technique in the technique card, but you can also use it with a full set of paint on it. Not every kit will have these. These are palette knives, and if you ever really get into painting, these are going to be your go-to tool for mixing your paint. Of course, I'm cheap, and so after so many years of brushes breaking, I've just started to use these old paint brushes, and they really do work rather well. So you'll just scoop out a little bit of paint, and you'll put it onto your palette. Then you'll just take your paper towel, wipe that off, get the next color, and you'll mix it up in there. And then these just go back after you've wiped off the end, back into your little caddy. So now we are ready to start going over our painting techniques. If you have not yet got your card, you will need to do that. So find where I've put that out, and you want to grab your own. Make sure you write your name on it and our hour. You'll leave this spot blank, as I will be filling that out after you complete it as a checkpoint.